I am here to confess to you today that I have failed as a mom. And if you're a mom, so have you. None of us are perfect, so I want to give you guys some of the ways that I have failed as a mom, but then also the flip side of how I have done a good job as a mom in that same area. And this is going to help you guys to be able to see the good things that you guys are doing as you parent as well. Or if you're not a parent yet, maybe you can just learn from my mistakes or see someone else's experience. So whatever way you're approaching this, let's get into it. In a previous video, I have gone into detail about how when my daughter was 4 days old, we had to take her to the children's hospital, and it was this very scary time, and it turns out she was just dehydrated because our breastfeeding wasn't working out well, so I won't go into all the details there, but the point is, I couldn't breastfeed. And some moms and some people, I guess in general, just think that if you can't breastfeed, then you are a failure as a mom. And there are so many moms who will just take that upon themselves. They'll be like, you know what, you're right. I can't breastfeed, I am a failure. Or they go into it expecting that they're going to be able to breastfeed and it's going to work out so well. And when it doesn't happen, they're so disappointed and discouraged. And already there's so many hormones going on and your life is so crazy when you're just giving birth. So it's totally understandable that you can fall victim to these lies that will attack you. But the truth is that breastfeeding is great, yes, but if it's not working out for you, bottle feeding is also great. So you just have to do what works best for you and your babies. I couldn't breastfeed, but I had amazing bonding time with my daughter, being able to give her her formula in her bottle and hold her and cuddle her. And you know what? She had some great bonding moments with her dad and her grandparents as well too, who were also able to feed her because of the fact that she was able to use a bottle. Also, I didn't have to be the only one waking up in the middle of the night to feed her because her dad could also feed her. So that worked out super well. So saying that, you might think you're a failure for not being able to do something that you think a mom should be able to do. But in reality, you just got to do what's best for you and your family, and things are going to be fine. Like my daughter, she just turned 2. And she is, I think, off the charts for her height and like 100 percentile for her weight, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, she grew well. It's not like she's a tiny little thing. She definitely took after her mom, that's for sure. What parent has never accidentally hit their kid's head on either a door frame or the roof of the car or something like that? If you haven't accidentally hit your kid's head against something before, you deserve an award because I'm sure you are the only one. Parent above parents, and you are special, you are amazing parent. But for the rest of us, it happens that you don't intend for it to happen, but it happens. We can feel terrible about it, or we can apologize to the child, move along, and try to be more careful next time. Also, it does not help that, as I mentioned, my daughter is super tall, so trying to like fold her body in half to like get her in the car is hard. It's really hard. Sorry, Sophie. Another thing that I could be down on myself about and think of as a mom failure if I let myself is the fact that I'm not with my daughter all day, every day. If I was a stay-at-home mom, maybe I would be with her more often, even though, you know, stay-at-home moms need a break from their kids too, so I hope that stay-at-home moms aren't with their kids all the time. For that reason, you need a break. But I work. I'm a working mom. I don't work full-time. However, I am gone quite a bit for work. And that can be hard on our family. But the fact is that I am still a good mom. I always make sure that she is well looked after. She is always either with her dad or her grandparents if I'm not taking care of my daughter. So she's always with people who love her and she loves them and enjoys spending time with them. So I'm always making sure my daughter is well cared for, which is the most important thing. And also important is that I feel like I'm just setting a really good example for my daughter of how to work hard, achieve goals, and to be able to provide for yourself, and just teaching her that women can do all sorts of things and we don't have to do just one thing. And if you want to do just one thing, that's great. You go ahead and do that, but you don't have to just stick with one thing. Some people might think that I'm a failure as a mom because my daughter doesn't wear the latest name brand clothing and she wears secondhand clothing, but she is always dressed, and if I say so myself, she looks stinking cute. She's Duplo. Duplo costs a lot of money. My daughter also doesn't get to see kids very often that are her own age, and that really stinks. But I'm also parenting during a pandemic and trying to do my best. So I'm giving you all these examples of failures that I have done as a mom because I want to show you guys that we all have to do things different ways because we are all different as moms. Our kids are all different. Even if you have multiple kids, they're all going to be different from each other. So you have to adapt, you have to change, and you have to do what works best for your situation, especially now during a pandemic. Things are different and we all are just thrown into a different situation than we thought we would be parenting in. So when you're looking at yours or someone else's parenting failures, make sure you're looking at it through a lens of realizing that we're all just doing our best here and that there are also benefits. Like what I was saying before, okay, I couldn't do the breast is best situation, right? But I could do fed is best. It's just changing your outlook to realizing that okay, we are doing a good job and maybe it's not how I thought that I was going to be doing it or I thought that they should be doing it, but you know, the end result is that the kid is loved and healthy and well cared for, and that we're also taking care of ourselves as moms too. This is a little off topic, but I recently asked on my Instagram poll if anyone was doing something for themselves that whole week. I didn't even say today, I said this week because I was going off to a massage that made me thinking about self-care, and so I was asking, okay, who's doing self-care this week? I think one person said yes, and they were also going to a massage. Everybody else was no. Come on guys, we gotta take care of ourselves, and I know life is crazy, but like let's just like shove in a little bit of time for ourselves, and we have to protect that time. Like yesterday I was cleaning my house and there were still things that I needed to get done, but I just felt so drained and I just needed to read and just like nap and lay on the couch for a bit. So I just gave myself an hour. I was like, you know what? Clean the bathrooms after. Right now I need to sit on the couch, read my book, and have a nap. And that's what I did, and I felt so much better about it. And today, looking back, I'm like, you know what? I feel more like myself because I gave myself some time to just do what I needed in a time. So that's not related at all to what this video is about. But here's your reminder to be kind to yourself and to take time for yourself. You know what? You're doing great. We're gonna make it through. Let's keep going and do this. I do make weekly videos on motherhood, marriage, and mental health. So if you're interested in any of those topics, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you always know when a video comes out, and you can share this with a friend if you think of someone who would enjoy this. I'll see you guys soon.